What is trigger point therapy? What is a trigger point? What does a trigger point feel like? What causes trigger points? Why does trigger point work? And will it work for you? Hello, I am Carolyn Gibson, massage therapist and family herbalist. Trigger point therapy or treatment is applying deep pressure to a trigger point site for 7 to 10 seconds. It can be applied by a friend or relative or a massage or physical therapist using their elbows, thumbs, or body tools. You could use various body tools to apply pressure to yourself. The Theracane or other similar type cane, the novel or other pressure point tool, or even a ball in some cases. I believe self-treatment is the most effective long-term solution to chronic pain and tension. All trigger point therapy is based on the work by Dr. Janet Travell. Since then, it has evolved. Trigger point therapy instructions will vary from instructor to instructor, but will all follow the same basic guidelines. A chiropractor teaching trigger point therapy will have a different insight than a physical therapist versus a massage therapist or even an owner of a massage school. My instructions have evolved from my personal experience. What has worked for me in my pain? I suffered from a 20-year headache, and I suffered with sciatica for 10 years before I discovered trigger point therapy. Now, I'm also what has worked for my clients in my massage practice. What is a trigger point? A trigger point is a tender spot in the muscle, contracted muscle fiber. Contracted muscle fiber is maintaining a tense position because muscles have memory. It may have been caused from a past injury. Maybe we try to catch ourselves to prevent a fall and our muscles tense up. Muscles may be trying to protect itself from more injury, imagined or real, brought on by physical or emotional stress. Maybe it is part of the muscular armor we develop as children to protect ourselves from social pressures or other sufferance or abuse. The birthing process, your birth or you giving birth, a recent injury, everyday use of the body. Developed from constantly working in awkward positions or just bad posture. Being put in awkward positions during surgery, dental procedures, or medical tests. I had a client that came to me that was having incredible pain in her hip, and we finally figured out it was because of a medical test she had done, and when I worked on her using the trigger point therapy, it relieved her pain. Our muscles remember that position. Muscles try to maintain that tensed or contracted position. Trigger point therapy tries to release or let go of that muscle memory. Trigger points may develop as part of the fight or flight response. You're familiar with the fight or flight expression. Our bodies are designed to respond to any kind of danger, whether it is a real physical danger or emotional stress. It sets off alarms to our nerves and hormones that prompt the adrenal glands to release hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. This gives us that extra energy by increasing the heart rate and blood pressure. Our muscles tense up. It tells our bodies to be ready to fight or run. Our breathing becomes concentrated at the top part of our chest, shallow breathing. Shallow breathing at the top part of our chest signals our body to tense up and be ready for action. Since most of us are not out in the jungle facing a roaring lion and not on the battleground doing hand-to-hand combat, we have all this pent-up energy in our tense muscles with no way to release it. A good way to release energy and adrenaline would be strenuous exercise, like running from a line. But we don't do either. Many times our stressed or tense muscles are emotional or mental. Deep breathing down in the belly area or diaphragm would signal our brain to tell the body to relax. We may have trigger points in the chest area, preventing us from deep breathing. When you're under stressful condition, does your low back start hurting? Or maybe is it that area in your shoulder blade? Most of my clients come to me because they hurt, and it is not because they do hard physical work. It is stress and muscle tension. Rarely do I see clients who do hard physical work with trigger points. If they hurt, it is because they have overworked or injured their muscles. Muscles do two things. They either relax or they contract, tense up. This is how muscles move your body around. Contraction of your muscles, this tension requires energy. If you stay tensed up all the time, your muscles not only hurt from this constant tension, but it drains your energy. Muscle tension requires energy just as though you were working. No wonder you're so tired. Chronic pain and tension kills your joy, drains your energy, and creates a negative attitude. Can you visualize your joints? Think of the elbow. You have the upper arm and the lower arm with the elbow in between. If the muscles in the upper arm and the lower arm are tensed and tight, they are both drawn at the elbow, putting intense pressure on the elbow. That pressure on the joint is putting stress on the joints and the cartilage. Your body responds by creating inflammation. Guess what? Your elbow hurts. Same goes for the knees, the hips, and other joints. Is that arthritis? Any ailment ending in itis means inflammation. The difference is this because of disease or injury, or is this caused by muscle tension? If you've been under stress 24/7, your muscles have memory, have just forgotten how to relax. Your fight or flight response is not working properly, creating trigger points. These things create micro muscle spasms, muscle contractions, which may in turn lead to further micro muscle spasms and contractions, trigger points. When muscles tighten in one spot, it will pull on other muscles and can even pull vertebrae out of alignment. These results are chronic tension and pain. You'll always find another trigger point on the opposite side of the body. Where you feel your pain or tension may not be the cause of your pain and tension. It may be the opposite side, which is why we always work both sides. Stand up. Stretch to the right. Notice the right side of your body is contracting while the left side of your body is stretching. If you hold the stretch long enough, you may feel pain or tension on the left side of your body. Something to think about. Where do you hurt? Why do you hurt? Where does the pain start? Is it the overstretched muscles or is it the compressed muscles? That is why you treat both sides. What does a trigger point feel like? When you apply pressure to a trigger point, you may feel a burning sensation or a sharp pain. You may feel as if the area is bruised. It may feel like a combination of all the above. Many times you feel the pain radiate to distant areas. The pain may even be nauseating. When searching for trigger points, you're looking for a knot or hard area in the muscle or thickening in the muscle, but the pain will let you know when you find it. Do not apply trigger point therapy to inflamed or swollen areas, recently injured areas, bruised areas. You can apply trigger point therapy around and leading up to an injury. When you injure yourself, other muscles jump in to help, keeping you from using the injured muscle. Releasing the trigger points in those other muscles will help relax those muscles and reduce the pain. Why does trigger point work? There are many theories why trigger point works. Now, Dr. Janet Travail, the originator of trigger point, says it works because you're cutting off the oxygen supply to the trigger point, causing the muscle to relax due to an inability to continue to work. For example, when our leg is deprived of good circulation, a tingling sensation occurs. We often say, "My leg fell asleep." The tingling is return of oxygen. However, you may have noticed the leg is difficult to use until ample oxygen has returned to the area. It may be that the trigger point method is utilizing the same concept in a smaller area. You are using firm, steady pressure to cut off circulation to the trigger point. If you're rubbing it around, you're defeating your purpose by increasing circulation. Others have compared trigger point to acupressure, in which enough pressure is applied to block the transmission of impulses from the brain to the muscle, forcing the muscle to relax. After trigger point treatment, either done to yourself or by another person, you will feel a relief of pressure. You will not receive 100% relief the first day. The nerves are irritated and will take a day to heal. When you pull a piece of glass out of your foot still hurts even though the glass has been removed because the nerves are irritated. Trigger points are like that piece of glass. Your body may still hurt even though you have released the trigger points. It may be the next day or even the day after that before you feel the full benefits of trigger point therapy. If deep pressure makes your body say, "Oh, that hurts so good," then trigger point may help you. If any amount of pressure, the least amount of pressure, makes your body say, "Stop, that hurts," then trigger point therapy is not for you. Trigger points often return and may need to be treated again because we often keep doing the same things that are causing them in the first place. If you suffer from chronic pain and tension, neck and headaches caused by neck tension, the shoulder area, low back, hip and hip joints, sciatica, pain release is now at your fingertips. I developed a trigger point online course with easy to learn and apply techniques to relieve chronic pain and tension in these areas. Forget learning muscle groups and complicated trigger point charts. This course will use touch and feel anatomy, using body tools to locate trigger points on your body. Go to my online school at familyguidetoherbs.com. Click on Pain Release at your fingertips for a free class using the Theracane for trigger point science for the neck, shoulder area, and headaches. Here you can see all the presentations that are in the course. All presentations and written instructions with step-by-step photos are downloadable for paid courses. Because you deserve less pain, more joy, more energy. Now, if you like my channel, be sure and subscribe. Carolyn Gibson, Family Herbalist, and visit me at familyguidetoherbs.com, my online school that teaches you about making and using herbal remedies, making skincare with things like honey and beeswax and natural oils, and also treating you trigger point for natural pain relief. Thank you.